What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I don't know if you guys understand that there is a whole situation now called the 305 podcast. And on this podcast, it's with the guy, Mr. Organic. Shout out to Mr. Organic. I mean, again, you know, I've reacted to some of his clips. He seems to be, he's kind of one of those cocky kind of guys that is like, I don't know, maybe like a business guru, very confident. Some people can say overconfident. I'll just leave it at that. Again, he's never done anything to me, but again, he's an acquired taste. That's what I will say. All right. And so now, him and Fresh are now on this kind of podcast, which is more about, I like how the old Fresh and Fit used to be with booty clappers, Miami chicks, and it's just at a lower quality of production. That's kind of what I think about it. So they're bringing on OnlyFans models, and from what I can see, there's a level of insulting women that is constitutive, which is the same thing that happens on the Fresh and Fit podcast. And so they had this lady on there. I don't know who she was, but she definitely had cheeks. And I guess she's an OnlyFans model and everything like that. She had a real big booty. I need to enroll her over at Clopathon Tech. Okay, but anyways, so this is what happened.
I'm 26. I've got around clearly, but
yeah, been around.
Yeah.
The whole world, brother.
Yeah.
She's still standing.
Your mom. Anyways.
My mom.
Your mother.
Shout
Anyways,
out to my
listen.
dudes,
Shout out to my dudes.
At least my mom didn't happen to me as a kid.
Shout out to my dudes. You don't know what your mama was doing to feed you.
Ain't nothing happened to me as a kid. I know I was good. That's all that matters.
That's weird.
I was good. Was you? Was your mom take care of you?
That's weird. That's weird. I mean, if I feel like you had a finger stuck in something.
I had a tongue. Had a tongue. You like to eat. I done seen you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a tongue. You want to do mine?
No, I don't want to touch you.
Yeah, right.
That sounds nasty.
Yeah, right. You do it for a living. You do it to everybody.
But you beg for it.
I beg for it.
Yeah.
Nah, I demand it.
No. Okay, that's
from home. They do what they're supposed to do with it.
You like that? You like that?
Yeah, lick it. I want you to do it right now.
All right, bend over, baby.
There you go. I don't bend over. I open up like Boston Crab for you.
So this is what happened, right? But check this out. That's them getting into it. Now, there's a situation where she starts to go ham.
Wait, stop. What's going on? What the? I don't know. Yo, stop.
So, and the lady's name is, for those of you who want to go follow her, Jim the Jules. So, let me just say this. The young lady decided to come out and talk about her experience. And let's hear her side of the story, okay?
Okay, guys, good morning. All right. So, I was on this podcast last night, and Well, let me start. Let me give a little bit of lore to the situation. So, I was on his podcast, and maybe like last year, beginning of this year, and he asked me if I had ever been like touched as a kid. And I answered truthfully and told him, yeah. And he went on this spiel about how, like, women are the way that they are because of how men, and, like, he was just very much, yeah. So, fast forward to last night. I guess he got his feelings hurt because he was going back and forth with me. Like, he was very, like, acting like a bitch. And the sad thing is, these are the men, like, men are supposed to protect us. Men are supposed to protect us. They're supposed to, but they're going to sit there, like, instead of being like, like, the only thing he knew about me was that I was, because he asked me that on his podcast. And the only thing he knew about me was that, like, that's the only thing he knew about me. So that's what he used as an insult. And I'm just like, bro, like, your male counterpart did that to me. Like, this is like, your men hold y'all don't hold each other accountable. But you want to throw something back in my face that a man did to me, and you saying that my mom let me? Like, what? Like, Like, so yeah, like, don't ever think it's not, like, this is the men that y'all listening to. These are men that we put in a position. These are men that we're like,
So again, she makes booty clapping style content and all of that and everything else. I thought that this kind of wave of podcasting was sort of over, which is like, all right, you're bringing on OnlyFans models, you're kicking them off and you're calling them names and they're fighting and all that. I thought that was like over by now, but I'm gonna tell you what this kind of style of content does. All right. First of all, it makes it really seem, no matter what the woman is saying, but it makes it seem as if men are just really, really abusive towards women. That's what it does, right? And so even though Mr. Organic and Fresh, they think that this is interesting content when something like this happens, in the real sense of things, it's not that exciting, right? Because all it does is say that, hey, you got these men out here, they happen to be black, they hate women, and all of these guys are like that. Secondarily, you will be off platforms. Okay, you will be off platforms. If Fresh didn't learn that you're gonna get demonetized with Fresh and Fit, you're gonna get demonetized here. I mean, it's a method that we already know that it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It will work for certain times. All it does is make people hate you. That's all it does. Okay, it makes people hate you. It makes people think that you hate women. And again, why are we even having conversations with women who what they do is booty clapping conditions? Like, I'm sorry, man. If a woman is a booty clapper, I don't want to talk to you about relationships. Okay, I mean, that's not why I want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you about relationships and what your points of view are to debate you or to dehumanize you in a debate. And this is like what a lot of these guys want to do. I'm not saying that was the whole scope of his conversation, but I've noticed that. Let's get women on here that are just super thick and they happen to not be, articulate in debating. Now, some women can do it, and then let's, get them wearing something, let's say 304-ish. And then once we find them wearing something 304-ish, what we can do is we can use their lifestyle against them. I mean, because we didn't tell them like, hey, come on the show and I'm going to call you a thought. Like, no, we didn't say that. So we're saying something completely different. And then once it happens, it's just a bad interaction between like men and women. And now a lot of guys look at it as it's corny now. When it first happened, it was like, whoa, this is something. But this like every episode, everybody's trying to do this now. It's like, is this really content anymore? I just don't think that that's creative anymore. And I just think that it's not worthwhile unless we're talking about Clapathon Tech. If you really want to entertain us, go in the back room and establish conditions, booty clapping conditions. That is what we want to see. If we're going to see that, like, let the video type go off. Oh, you're going to do what? You're going to bounce it where? Cut. Go to Patreon. That's what dudes want to see. And I just think a lot of this online dating content and stuff is just like hella divisive. And then, I mean, I get you're going to have some dudes that never want to get married and dudes, whatever. But I think talking to women about relationships and stuff, that's so 2022. Like they're going to leave your podcast clapping. You're going to secretly be clapping them up, calling them thoughts on the podcast and clapping them up still. So bro, just just start clapping. Let's just do it for what it is. Like, this is the booty clapping conditions kind of thing, which that's what we do know. It's clapping conditions. Let's call it for what it is. All right. And, let's stop fighting that. Let's stop, let's just get it all cracking, man. Let's bring the women and the men together. And instead of fighting, let's just enroll at Clapathon Tech. It's so much easier like that. The ones that don't like it, let this go. Then the other ones, let's get the dollars out and let's get this thing on the road. I don't have time to argue with you about red pill, blue pill, orange pill. I'm with the chicken pill. I'm with the clapping pill. All right. I don't want to talk about none of that stuff. And why women are going to be women and men are going to be men. Let's just, you look very nice in that. I mean, that is what I need right there. Like, why do you look so good? Well, you're not like Fresh and Fit. No, this is Fresh and Trick. This is enrolling in No Condom Community College. This is what we do. Like, I mean, I use condoms, so I'm just joking. But like, this is like, I don't want to talk to you about none of that other stuff that doesn't have to do with actual clapalization. Let's go to Scissor and figure this out. We're here arguing about nothing, baby. I just want to make a good use of your time here at self-clapalization. I want to do that. And you're not letting me do that right now. Why can't I? Let me do that, okay? Let me do that for you, boo, please. Now, once we get into that, now we're bringing people together. Now we can move forward in life. Now I'm happy, you happy, we all happy, okay? So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Press the bell, subscribe to the bell. We're out.